Before we have our time of prayer, I wanted to compare worship to Where's Waldo? We'll see if I can pull this one off. You know those Where Waldo, right? Those books where you're supposed to find Waldo. And there's so many other interesting things to see and so many people and so many bright things to distract your attention that it's really hard to find Waldo. In worship, we're supposed to find Jesus. He's here, but we can't see him. There's so many other interesting things going on. I remember my first recollection of worship as a 4 or 5-year-old boy was I came home because my mom wasn't there for some reason. I said, Mom, I sang the hymns. I sang the hymns today as a 4-year-old. And the hymns are important. And then I went through all my childhood until I was about 16 years old, and I never found Waldo. I was in worship. I was doing what people do in worship, but I never saw Jesus. And then he came to me in an unmistakable way. And then I was looking for Waldo. I was looking for Jesus in the midst of the worship service. And in the church I was at, I didn't find him. And I didn't find him not because he wasn't there, but because I was, as a very brand new and on-fire Christian, I was condemning. That's maybe not a word. I'll explain it more in the sermon, condemning. And so I had a real problem with church. I became a Christian and I didn't go to church. That sounds odd too, doesn't it? For like 5 years. Because I didn't see Waldo at church. But then I started going again and I saw him all the time. He was everywhere. Have you ever gone back through the old Where's Waldo's books? You've already found him once or twice or 3 times, and then you turn to the page, he's there just like that. You can see him instantly. That's the way worship ought to be for us now. We see him all the time because he's everywhere. He's present in the midst of worship. So I want to encourage you today to see Jesus. And if you can't see Jesus in the midst of worship today, I want you to know by the experience of others, by the testimony of the Scriptures, that he really is here.